Hello and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshear and I am not running anything tonight. We have Jason running Golden Sky Stories for tonight's game. Thank you, Jason, for volunteering for that. And let's hear about the game.
Oh no! Run, Jason, get away! Okay.
Look at the drama. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I forgot my lighting setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
Much less giant bright light right here.
It is better. It will
Yeah.
lift the weight.
Yeah.
All right. So hit us, man.
Yeah, so we are playing tonight. We are playing Golden Sky Stories. It's as it says there, it's a heartwarming game. It's a Japanese RPG put out by, or translated and distributed in the U.S. by Starline Publishing. It came to my attention because I've kind of been into like the early Japanese RPG getting translated into English thing that started up almost 15, 20 years ago. Spoilers, it has not been published that long, but it's a really cute game where everyone is going to be playing animals, or basically animal monsters or animal spirits, depending on how you translate yokai. But they are animals who have special powers and who have the ability to take human shape or human appearance. And it's about their adventures, interacting with and connecting with this small town they live in, the town of, because I'm not nervous, you're nervous, Hirotsuna, or Hirotsuna town. And yeah, so just getting everyone introduced, starting with Mia and going clockwise.
Yes, I am Mia. I'll be playing Nene. She is a tanuki, or a raccoon dog. She's young. She manifests in human form as an 11-year-old girl, but her animal self, spirit self, is also only 11, so she's very inexperienced and relies on the others to kind of guide her along the way. But as a raccoon dog, and very strange looking animal, so if anyone out there would like to look it up, it's definitely an odd looking little beast, but very well known in Japanese culture. So there you go, Nene, the raccoon dog girl.
All right, I'm Steve, and I'm playing Hyro. I am a dog who takes the form. I'm a 150-year-old dog who takes the form of a 16-year-old emo guy who really just likes to act as though nobody appreciates or respects him or likes him in any way, but is driven to love and protect everyone. Because he is a good boy.
As are all dogs. Yes. All right. I'm Sarah, and I will be playing Shiori. Shiori, the kitsune, or the fox spirit. Shiori, I think, is the oldest of the spirits at 242. Though her human form is a 14-year-old girl who is, she just knows what's best for everybody. This is her town. This is the place she has spent her whole life. She's invested a lot of time into making this a nice place to live for everybody. And everything would work out great if everybody just listened to Shiori all the time.
And I will be playing Usagi Boon Boon, who is a rabbit henge. and he's also relatively young, like Nene, just a little bit older, 16 years old, both in his henge form and in his human form. Whereas the human form, he appears as a lovesick, nervous teenage boy. But as a henge, as a rabbit, he always is looking to make connections, loves being around people, loves figuring out, being a busybody and helping out with stuff. So yeah, that's Usagi.
I would like to note the book spells out quite clearly it's pronounced Hinge. Even though I know we all read hinge when we look at it.
Yes.
Hinge.
You have to get that one.
It's on
that
of the
one
early
lines,
pages.
yes.
Hinge, yeah.
Henge.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. So that's everyone. So we're opening up in the town of Hirotsuna at the local school in the front yard of the school. It's a school that services all the kids of the town. So it's got elementary school up through high school. It's got a big front yard, kind of overgrown, and it is nighttime. There is a big round moon overhead. The Yuhenge have all gathered there in this open area because it just gives a really great view of this moon. Just beautiful. You can hang out in the full grass. And what are you all doing? What are you all up to there?
I am apart from the others, just circling the perimeter.
Okay.
I am taking a moment just to enjoy this moment of peace and beauty and reflection. There is no immediate emergency, nothing that needs my attention right now. That motorcycle just left, it's fine.
No,
Everything's fine.
it didn't leave. I chased it away.
Good job. Good boy.
Obviously.
Yes. So I am just kicking back.
And Usagi will just be looking cute as ever, and just making sure everyone finds him lovable and adorable in the moonlight, as he is just in love with the moonlight.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not all of us will admit it.
Nene has a small bag that's got some sweet buns in it. And she keeps looking in it and looking at each of the others, contemplating whether she wants to share. And then up at the moon.
Cool.
Shiori, do you want a sweet bun?
I would love one. Thank you, Nene.
Okay. And she holds the bag out for you to take one.
I will take exactly one.
Well, real quick, I also want to get in. So, what part of the mechanics of this game are you have 4 attributes: your henge, adult, animal, and child, and that's basically you compare those to a target number to see if you're making a check. But it's a diceless game, and yeah, you all are nervous. I'm not nervous.
No, I'm nervous. Don't worry.
You're doing great.
So, yeah, no, So I just want to make sure that you all have your initial wonder and feelings for scene 1.
Mm-hmm.
Your wonder is going to be equal to the total strength of your connections to others.
Others in the scene, which is everyone right now.
You know what? That's a really good question, Steve. And I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's just 2 others, period.
Sorry.
But that, like I said, is a super good question. Okay. At the beginning of each.
Oh, I see. I see the arrow at the bottom of the box. So you add up on the left side all of your squares on the left. That's how much wonder. And then it's all right. So it should be for us. It should be 5 and 5, right?
Well, if it is everyone, whether they're in the scene or not, then
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everyone, seen or not.
So yeah, Steve, you should probably get 3
I should
extra.
get a lot more because I have that 3 extra.
Well, you're going to get more wonder. But I believe you're getting the same amount of feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
So it should be 5. It should be 5 for everything except for my wonder, which should be 8.
Right. Yep.
All right.
I just noticed that's what those little arrows on the bottom were telling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's all starting to click.
Yeah. No, this is a really so for the people at home, don't take my nervousness as an indication of how difficult this game is. I'm going to mess this up a bunch and be really awkward because it's something I've had this game for a while and I've never quite been able to fully put all those gears moving together in my head. So they're kind of going to clunk together a bit right now.
Hey, don't worry about it. Anyone who's seen this stream before knows we mess up every single game, including 5th edition D&D, which we've played every week for years.
Yep.
It is not a problem.
I believe in you, Jason.
No, we're doing everything's going good though. Everything's going good. So yeah, y'all are hanging out in the moonlight. Have any of you are you all animals right now?
I am definitely.
I was thinking I'm in ears and tail status.
Yeah, I'm in hybrid status as well.
Yeah, same here. I'll just have ears. Is that possible, or does it have to be ears and tail?
It's ears and tail. You could do just tail.
Yeah, but that'd be awkward. He'll just do ears and tail then.
Okay. Okay. So as you all are hanging out, you notice someone coming up, like approaching the school. A child, looks like third grade, like 5, maybe like 8 years old. Probably a first to third grader. Small. And he looks really pensive as he approaches the quad, the front entryway of the school.
Does he smell familiar?
He smells like the town.
But specifically, do I know him?
I'm going to check your connections and say, no, you do not specifically know him.
Okay. But he seems to be from the town, so probably I love him. But I'm not sure yet.
Correct.
I'm on guard. I'm watching carefully.
Now, does it actually costs us to transform?
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I was setting that up. It doesn't cost you anything to revert back to being an animal.
Okay, gotcha.
But, if you look at that transformation cost table down there at the bottom right of your character sheet.
Gotcha.
So depending on the time of day, which it is night right now, and depending on what you are how human you are trying to look, it will cost extra, I believe, wonder.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see there.
Oh, okay. You use feelings or wonder.
Gotcha.
Or some of each.
Okay.
Okay. So that, okay. And we don't have any birds, so we don't have to worry about birds for that.
Is it special for
Oh.
birds?
Oh, it's just instead of tail, it's wings.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, I think it might be like one of the bird's weakness. What? Moving on.
Okay.
Yeah. So this kid is pensively approaching the school. He's got his uniform on. It's all, real like clean, neat. He's got his knapsack with him, and he sees y'all hanging out in the
Moonlight.
front area. And is anyone getting a weird like blinking in and out of their feed?
Yeah, I am.
I am as well.
I'm noticing it on
Okay.
this screen, yeah.
Yeah, on one screen, yes, not on the other.
Okay.
Yeah, my whole screen is going gray and then flashing
Gray?
back, and I see
Yeah.
it.
Okay. It's not just me.
No, it's not just you. Let me try and fix that for you guys. I think it's okay on Twitch. It's just you guys that are getting.
Like a feedback
Yeah,
or.
that didn't work.
Yeah, good. Thanks for asking that. I was like, oh no, it's me again. Great.
No, like it had happened a few times, and I was like, okay, and then it seemed like it was happening a little more.
Yeah. Fun fact, I think all this talk about doggies and good doggies summoned our doggie, who shoved his way past the gate
Yeah,
that keeps him out.
gate
The
equals
gate being one of our dining
chair.
room chairs.
Yeah,
Yes, but
yeah.
Oh.
yes, he's come to
the
hang out with
barricade.
us.
He weighs more than our sons,
Yeah.
possibly put together, but
so,
definitely
not anymore.
individually. Pushing a chair is only a mental strain for him. We're definitely getting a lot of dropped frames here.
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, there's not much to be done about it. Let's just keep going.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, as he approaches, he stops at the front gate to the school, and he calls out, "Hey, who's there?"
I am going to
I
go.
see.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I stand up and I will spend 4 feeling to transform myself into human, fully human. So I'm going to drop from 5 feeling to 1. Is that correct?
Well, it's actually going to be 6
Oh, okay.
because it's nighttime. Nighttime
Oh,
is
I see,
plus 2, and completely human is plus 4.
Okay.
All right.
So I can't transform, is what you're saying, because I only have 5 in each. And I don't.
Well, you could spend a little bit of each if you wanted to spend like 3 of each.
Oh, I thought you could only do one or the other. Nope. Okay, great.
No,
Then
it's-
I will.
No, it is definitely. In order to change, you need to use feelings or wonder. You can use some of each, but regardless, the amount you need depends on the time of day and the form you want to take.
Got it. Okay. Wonderful. Then I will go ahead and spend 4 feelings and 2 wonder because I care very deeply about seeing. And I will come down and approach him like, "Hi, my name's Shiori. What are you doing out here so late?"
How are you dressed?
I am dressed in a school uniform. I always am dressed in the most current uniform that the local school provides. It's useful, it's simple, and it's been working for me for about 100 years. So,
Okay. No, that's all good.
Yeah.
He looks at you, not and says, "I'm Kenshiro. What are you doing here?"
I'm just hanging out, looking at the moon. It's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful moon, beautiful town.
I would like to sit in a place where I'm visible, but only as a silhouette. I would like to scan the area to find that place and then go sit there.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. As a note, I am not introducing any of you guys as a gesture of respect, because I'm waiting to see if you are going to sort of choose to fade into the background or if you are going to join this conversation. I'm used to kind of taking the lead, but I'm not going to drag anybody else in with me if you don't want to.
And Sarah, I'm going to award you one dream for just trying to not spook this child when you first met him.
Cool. Thank you.
I do not.
Nene will try and like dart behind a hedge as Shiori transforms and goes to distract the child. She's gonna hide.
And Usagi, who loves everyone and needs to figure out what's going on, will pull out like a baseball cap to kind of hide his ears so as not to scare the child, but not like totally transform. The tail should be well hidden, and he'll walk up and say, "Oh, what's going on?"
Kenshiro, this is my friend, Bunbun. Bunbun. This is Kenshiro.
Hi, Kenshiro.
Kenshiro, do you need help? It's a little late for...
Kenshiro's looking pretty, like, kind of shy and kind of reserved. Like, he doesn't really want to admit why he's here. And apologies, because I am trying to figure out how to do an impression check. Meet during a scene and talk.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna do create Shiori.
Yes.
How would you feel about doing an impression check with Kenshiro?
I'd love to do an impression check with Kenshiro.
Cool.
How do I do that?
So this is basically you're gonna be forging or making a connection with him, and the so it's this check is for creating connections from someone you've met for the first time during a scene. So what you're going to do is which attribute are you putting forward as his first impression of you?
Oh, okay. Is this one of the Henge animal adult child ones?
Yes.
I'm actually going to put forward adult because I want to come across as the older, responsible, person that can be trusted to take care of him and solve his problem.
Give me just a quick sec here. All right, so I'm gonna go back up here.
So while you're looking that up, yeah, this is exactly what Shiori does, because one of my special powers is actually called Old Friend, where I can call in that I have met somebody in the town, because I know somebody in the town because I met them as a child. So this is definitely a thing that Shiori does all the time, is cultivate friendships with people in the town while they're kids, so she can talk to them later when they're adults.
Oh, that's just you picked that power?
Yeah, it's one of my powers.
So now, how does that work, Jason? There's like a 6 next to it. So do we have to use?
Oh, this wouldn't be applicable now. This
No,
would be
this is
later
an
in the
old
game.
friend is also just for the hang game.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if she was attempting to use Old Friend, she would have to spend 6 wonder to use it.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I was trying. I just wanted to track
Yeah.
the mechanic. Good.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that for flavor, this ties into the character.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you're making a. It's time for the check. Essentially, you're shooting. You want to make a 4 to get a connection with a strength of 1, and if you can get an 8, the connection will have a strength of 2. What's your adult?
My adult is 2.
All right. Well, if you're willing to spend 2 feeling, you could hit that result of 4 to forge a connection of 1 with this child.
I only have 1 feeling left because that's what I used to transform into human.
Can I assist in this, or is this a?
Yeah,
No.
I have 3 wonder.
No. Okay.
But sadly,
But Sarah,
yes.
if you want to say you spent more wonder and less feeling to transform,
All right,
like,
you'll let me retcon that?
yeah, I am fully
Sure.
willing to mulligan that.
All right, yeah, absolutely. Okay, then then I have 2 wonder left, and I now have 0 feelings.
Okay. So
None.
I knew it.
So Shiori, how do you feel about Kenshiro?
How does he strike me? Does he come across as like brave? Is he scared? Is he in need of protection? Is he look like he's out for adventure? Am I getting any kind of read off of him?
Okay, no, you definitely have a read off of him, and he's kind of scared and maybe a little uptight.
Okay, then I'm definitely feeling protective.
Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to add to that connections list,
Okay.
and just under the henge, write Kenshiro,
Okay.
and you'd have you protective with 1 box, and he is feeling. Oh.
He hates my guts.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting all kinds of different sorts of, okay, and I've got to do this, and I needed to write this down like this, and keep track of this. All that stuff that I should have had, but I'm just kind of learning.
All right, no problem. We'll interact with the chat.
Yeah.
Love you, Matt.
As Nene's listening to you and gotta feel that you're getting along okay with this kid, so she kind of casually throws one of her sweet buns up and out of the bush towards the kid.
Okay, so Kenshiro is actually going to.
Nice.
He is despite how he is. You can tell he's scared and a little uptight, but he's trying to present. He says when you ask him what's going on, you asked him what was going on and why is he here so late.
Mm-hmm.
Shiori.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I asked him. Yeah.
Yeah. So he replies that he left his homework back in his classroom and he needs to get it. So
Gotcha.
he is actually making an adult check.
Okay.
And he has decided that he trusts you.
Nice.
Trust. Five. So you've actually got a connection back from him at 1.
Cool.
And what was your feeling towards him again?
Protective.
Okay, thank you.
I am going to saunter. I'm going to saunter up when he says he's going to his classroom to get some things that he left. I'm going to saunter up and sit next to him protectively. I'm trying to use my body language to volunteer to walk him to his classroom.
Oh, and Usagi is excited about doing a favor because he's thinking about what favors he can ask for in return. Like, how many mochis can he get off of this kid if he helps him get his homework?
Hiro?
Yes.
How close are you sitting next to him? Are you trying to sit next to him?
I am trying to sit close enough that he could reach out and pet me if he wanted to. And I would like to use one of my doggy powers called Sticking Close. It says I can use it at the same time as an impression check. It costs 4. And when you come to like someone, you can help them calm down. When you're both appearing in the same scene and you use this power, they receive feelings equal to the strength of your connection to them. So I'm not sure if that can work here because he doesn't really need to calm down. But it does aid my impression check.
Okay, well, the thing about that is, Hiro, you're also kind of scary.
Yes. But I'm not pointing it at him.
No, that you don't get to point it at him. It's pointed at everyone.
Fine.
That's why it's a weakness.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I can stay further away. I can stay maybe 2 arm lengths away.
Okay, are you trying to make an impression check with him?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what attribute are you putting forward in this? I mean, I'm assuming animal.
Yes, that's correct. And my animal is 3. I did update it since I sent you the screenshot. My animal is 3. My child is 1. Otherwise,
that's cool. I barely remember any of those.
Okay.
That's the only reason I can call you on the weakness is because you've brought it up a few times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay, cool. So you are going to. So yeah, he's willing to try and make a connection attempt with you.
Okay.
The thing is, he's going to have to. Yeah. This is going to suck up most of his feeling.
Sorry.
Well, not most. Well, yeah, most of it. But okay. So. Give me just a sec. All right. So, Steve, are you spending enough to get that 1 or 2 connection with him?
Yes. So he has, with Scary, it reduces his strength to me by 1.
Yeah. So basically, to make that initial 1, he's gonna have to. He can do it. He's just gonna have to really steel himself because you're kind of. I mean, you're the kind of dog that'd be around, like, be a kind of scary dog in the apocalypse, you know?
Yeah.
He's not sure about you right now.
I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna spend 4 of my wonder to use that sticking close power, which will give him back 1 feeling, because that's. Well, it says he receives feelings equal to the strength of my connection to him. So.
Yeah, no, essentially you could also use that after to give him back a little bit.
Okay.
So Yeah, so like we could do the initial check, and then you can use that to be like, hey, no, like I'm cool, you know?
Okay, yeah, I'll do it that way. That makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is your feeling towards Kenshiro?
When I learned that he is a child who goes to this school in my town, I am immediately protective.
Lots of protective.
Yeah. Well, it's my thing. I told you it is based on my real dog. I want to tell you guys a story. We adopted Odin out of his litter. And when we got to the adoption place, they were all there in this little fenced-in thing. They were 3 months old at the time. So they're boxer bull mastiff mixes. So they're about they're about the size of a cat, even when they were 3 months old. And they were all tumbling around, biting each other's ears and playing, except one dog in the back corner was just sitting and watching all of them. And that's the one we got.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a good boy.
Did that. So,
Still does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all the pictures.
Yeah. All right, so
well, you know what? So I'm gonna say, like, since you're using that sticking close with it, his reaction to you is actually going to be, instead of kind of scared and apprehensive, before you can really react to him, he just throws his arms around your neck and gives you a great big hug.
yeah, right.
He is feeling significantly less apprehensive right now because he knows you're there.
Awesome.
And his feeling towards you is affection.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So now I know we just did an impression check with Shiori, but I'm afraid I missed it. Like, how do we determine the strength of my connection to him?
No, totally cool. So the strength is going to be, if you're willing to, so making that check, you have to spend feeling to get the attribute you're using in the check up to the check number, which is 4, to get 1. If you want to get a connection of 2 with him, you'd have to spend to get it up to 8.
Got it. Okay, well, I'll stop at 1 then.
Okay.
I'll spend 4 feeling, which will leave me with 1 left over, and I'll get 1 connection to him. And then by spending 4 wonder for sticking close, he'll get 1 connection back to me. Is that right?
Yes.
Great.
Correct.
Awesome.
All right. I got myself a kid to protect.
Yes. Jason, quick point of order. I missed this earlier. One of my fox powers is allure, where when I form a new impression check with a human or a henge of the opposite sex of me, I actually get an additional +1 to that connection. So I am at 2, I believe, with Kenshiro because of my allure, which costs 0 to use. I think it's just automatic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, totally. So that's the other side of the person.
Sarah's being foxy.
I sure am. Very foxy.
Strength connection from them.
He's got a little crush on me.
From
Yeah.
them.
Who doesn't?
All right, so his connection to you is going to be 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
But,
Thank you.
But I will also ask, because this is part of it, do you have a specific contents of that connection you want it to be? I had initially decided on trust, that he found you like kind of respectable and trustworthy. Is there a different connection type you would like it to be? Because alluring gives you that option.
I think I'll stick with trust. He really trusts me. Like,
Yeah.
I remind him of somebody in his life, and he's like, okay, this is, yes.
Well, no, that's, I
It's
mean,
like she's like my older sister, babysitter.
Well, that's you are. I was going to say I was thinking you remind him of the older sisters he sees on TV that he wishes were his because he's an only child.
Ah, yes.
Excellent. Well, he's loosening up a little bit. And he's kind of laughing. He's petting Hiro.
Yeah.
And good boy.
Mm-hmm.
And Hiro is positioning himself between Kenshiro and Shiori.
Yeah. I want to know what happened with that bun that Nene threw in. Did he catch it? Did Kenshiro catch it?
Well, once Nene, did you throw that before or during his meeting with Hiro?
It was right before.
Oh, I missed it. I wouldn't have stepped on it if I'd heard it. Sorry.
Could be after. We could say it's now after.
Yeah.
He's showing more of a calm nature.
Okay. Well, he noticed the bun, like, I mean, it misses him. He does not catch it. He kind of notices it. Like he doesn't seem like the kind of kid that goes like, oh yeah, I got those fast reflexes. He's the kind of kid that goes, oh, that fell over there. Like the opening to Daria, but without the acerbic nature and sarcasm.
So
As he looks away, Nene kind of leans her head out from behind the bush and watches him for a second. And when he goes to turn around, she'll snatch her head back.
does he go pick up the bun?
He kind of walks over to the bun and kind of he picks it up and turns to Shiori and says, Did you see who threw that? Where did this come from?
I'm sniffing the bun. I've been sniffing it since before he picked it up. Like, I'm just waiting.
I look back to Nene hiding behind a hedge, and I'm kind of like, do you want to come out? You don't have to. You can stay there.
I don't know if she can hear you on
Oh,
Skype.
She kind of, I can hear her.
I whisper, yeah.
You kind of hear her laughing behind the bush, giggling a little bit.
I say, that is our fourth friend who is choosing to remain mysterious benefactor and tosser of sweets at this time. We will see her if she wishes to come out later.
Well, Kenshiro, when you say, when you mention that it's someone who was giving him this bun, immediately his smile just vanishes. He gets a really stern-looking face, and he holds the bun in front of him, turns to where he thinks you were talking to in the bushes, and says, "Thank you very much."
She kind of quickly kicks her head out and is like, "You're welcome." And of course, she's still got her ears are up there.
So, let's get that homework, huh? Let's go. And I'll start walking towards the school. Which one's your room?
Yeah, while all these conversations have been going on, like Usagi's already been trying to figure out how to break into the school. Like he's here as soon as he heard I need my homework, he's already been like over at the school, like looking in the window, checking to see like if there's any of the windows open.
Sorry, I had someone just leap into the bed in front of me, and he needs scritches.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Oh,
Appropriate to the game.
Yes.
yes. I'm just happy he's being really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's always really good, but
Sometimes
Just
they're
looks
more
like you're
good than
scratching my head.
others.
yeah,
Do it again, Jason.
If you guys are you all heading in with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to get in the school. Like you don't have to break in or anything. It's just it's going to be kind of dark inside, but He seems to be feeling a lot more confident now that he has some more people with him.
Okay.
Excuse me. Cool. So that ends that scene. And posts in between scenes, there is stuff to do.
Okay.
I don't think we can do many of them because there was only the one dream awarded.
Okay.
Also, you all can award each other dreams.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I really should have mentioned that.
Oh, meaning like in terms of like, oh, great role play.
Well, it's kind of just do this. So whether you can award them regardless of whether you're participating in a scene or not. You can give dreams to the henge and people belonging to other participants, including me, based on their actions and dialogue. And basically, it's just dreams let you show your appreciation to others when they do or say things you find appealing. And the dreams themselves lets the rest of us know that you like what we're doing, and it's also what you use to strengthen your connections.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Let me see if I think it's on that sheet. Yeah, so if you look on your character sheet down at the bottom right, underneath transformation cost,
I see
there
it.
is
Yeah.
raising connections.
Okay.
So it takes 5 dreams to go from 1 to 2, 5 dreams 2 to 3, or 5 dreams to go to 3, 8 dreams to go to 4, and 12 dreams to get to 5.
Gotcha. And then I'll just say for the rest of the group, since I am so cute and adorable, it costs you 1 less to raise your connection to me. Just throwing it out there.
All right.
Does it?
Yeah, cute. The cost in dreams for others to strengthen a connection to a rabbit is reduced by 1.
Nice.
Now, everyone loves me.
Well, I want to award 1 dream to Nene because the thing of popping out from behind the bush with the ears and saying like one thing and popping back in was like the most easily visualized event in this whole scene. It was great.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah. So
I agree.
that's, and normally, like, let's do this real quick as kind of a post-scene thing. But just normally during the scene, you can award dreams to people.
Okay.
But is like just since we're getting started, does anyone want to award any other dreams to anyone for anything?
Yes, I'll award 1 dream to Boon Boon for getting us into the school. 1 dream to Nene for throwing the bun and successfully getting it into Kenshiro's hand. And 1 dream to Hyro for being a good dog.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, and I
Now we're gonna
and
have.
I don't know if I can do the same thing, but yeah, I'd like to do the same thing because I think Steve played the dog very well, and yeah, exactly the part that Steve said with Nene's bit. It was like the most anime scene I could have
Yes.
imagined. Like if I think as Steve said, it just like I could just picture the anime of the cartoon of the little raccoon dog head popping out and popping back in. So yeah. And Shiori for definitely playing the older sister who's leading the group.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Cool.
I would give 1 to everybody as well for basically all the same things.
Cool.
All right.
It's a dream fest.
Yes. And 1 to Jason as well.
Oh,
For
We're trying so hard.
for knowing more about how the game works than I do.
Yeah.
Yes, or than any of us.
Yeah.
All of us put together, perhaps.
You can, so in between scenes, you do have the option to strengthen connections, like I had said. You can also change connection contents. Excuse me. Basically, you can just, if you want to update how you're feeling about another character that you have a connection to, you can change it.
Okay.
I do not have enough dream to do that, and I am satisfied with the nature of my connection with everybody right now.
Well, I guess is it possible to try and make a connection with Kenshiro as well, since I'm trying to help him break into a school? I feel like crime is a really good way to forge relationships.
Crime is a great way to forge relationships. And you know what? I'm going to say let's do that in our in the start to our next scene.
Okay.
Okay, so new scene.
The dog is snoring next to me.
Yes.
Aww.
He's not normally allowed in here on game night.
Oh.
All right.
But is he being good?
Yeah,
He
he's
is.
snoring.
Okay. So let's give a dream to. Is that Thor or
Odin.
That is Odin.
Okay, let's give a dream to Odin too for being such a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
All right. So new scene. This is going to be. We're going to start off with y'all. I had said it was pretty easy to get into the school, but I'm thinking, hey, let's try and figure out how you're going to get into this school, because that could be fun too.
Mm-hmm.
So just to start the scene off, everyone is recalculate how much the connections for how much you're getting to each new scene. You get more wonder and feelings equal to yada yada yada.
Right.
So recalculate that and add that to whatever you had left over.
Ah, gotcha. So I got it. So my unspent still gets there. It just builds up. But since you guys spent, you're gonna get more back this turn. I'm tracking. I got the
And so then basically it'll keep building until the end of the story. At the end of the story, it'll go away. But there's certain things that if we were playing in an ongoing game would essentially translate into holdover points.
Gotcha.
That you would then be able to use as, but I don't remember. I'm not worrying about that because I'm staying focused on what we're doing right now. Cool. Has everyone updated their wonder and feeling total?
Yes.
Awesome.
I have 13 wonder now, thanks to that
nice
love for everyone trait.
And is that? Yeah. So y'all are kind of around. You've been looking for a way to get into the school for Kenshiro, or at least Bun has. Bun, how are you looking to get into the school?
All right. You said it was moonlight out tonight, right?
Oh yeah, it's just a bright, full round moon, lots of light streaming in.
Yeah.
It's casting a lot of shadows, but it's also like you don't need. You can see what you're doing.
Okay, gotcha. I'm debating on whether or not if I want to use my moonlight ability or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have enough wonder for that?
Oh no, it's only wonder, right? You can't use feeling.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I'm tracking. I'm gonna try and establish a relationship with Kenshiro first to ask him where he left his homework or where his classroom is.
Okay, yeah, he's feeling more relaxed, but when you bring up his missing homework, he gets a little nervous again, and he says, "Well, I'm supposed to be home by now, but I'm in Miss Sugimoto's class. Or no, he wouldn't be, because it's Miss Sugimoto's homeroom. We're that classroom right there, and he points to one of the windows on the second floor.
Ooh.
And this building's like 4 stories tall.
Gotcha. Now, again, in sort of as Henge, like, I don't necessarily have like the ability to jump up that high or anything like that,
No.
right? No,
Not
okay.
unless you have an ability that says like, "Hey, you can jump up real high."
Gotcha. I do not. All right. Keep secrets, mochi pounding. All right. If you. So yeah, I'd like to establish a connection with Kenshiro and say, all right, if I find you a way to get to your homework, can you give me some mochi?
He looks kind of confused for a minute. Sure.
Okay.
I think my mom has some at home. So real quick, what attribute are you using to forge this bond?
I'm gonna kind of like let it slip. Like he could see like the little tip of my ear. So I'm gonna use my Henge skill, which is
Ooh.
nice mysterious power. Just kind of hinting that I've got a little bit more magic under here.
Okay, well it will definitely surprise him if you do that.
Okay. Or if not, I'm already in human shape, so I'll just keep it as adult.
No, you know what? Let's not worry about it as much.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. So you're gonna attempt to forge this Henge bond with him by showing him you're maybe not entirely human.
Right.
Yeah. So doing that, you know what? I'm gonna say, real quick, what's your Henge?
3.
Okay, then I'm not gonna feel as bad about saying you're gonna need. You're gonna need a 6 to get that one connection with him.
Okay, and then what to get a double connection?
10.
All right, so I would need 7 feeling for that?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to use 7 feeling for that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be down to 3, and I'll get a double.
Nice.
And I'll love this kid.
Well, what happens first is he gets one look at that ear, and he just yelps like real loud, like you can hear it echo all like throughout all the nooks and crannies of the building you're near.
And I yelp too and jump back because I'm nervous.
What kind of connection do you want to have with him?
I'm a lover.
Yes. All right. Well, connection must be abstract. Oh, okay. Well, he is. Do I have to use that?
While all this is happening, Hyro is just doing the perimeter again around the group.
Okay.
Yeah, Nene's kind of hanging back in the shadows so that she's not, her true form isn't too noticeable.
Well, I assume Nene was keeping a safe distance.
Safe distance.
Hyro's
She's
perimeter
watching
allows
carefully.
him to see Nene every pass to make sure that Nene's okay too.
Bon Bon like successfully bonds with this kid by exposing himself. Then she'll
Hey,
she'll
whoa,
step closer.
let's clarify the stream.
I'm sorry. I don't mean it like that. You know that. Revealing. How about that? Revealing
No.
yourself.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
By revealing your magical nature.
Yeah,
And
we got what
nothing
the kids
further.
are calling it these days.
Yeah, exactly.
For you, Bun Bun,
Yeah.
after he lets out that big yelp because you were showing your bunny ear.
Yeah.
He gets kind of a mischievous grin. It's honestly the most childlike expression you have seen this kid produce. Even like with Hyro, like it was still, it was some mutual respect, and he likes you.
Right.
He trusts Shiori, but you just got a real he got kind of a real big smirk on him, like, oh. He goes, oh, I think I see. And he is, of course I fucking skipped that. Okay, he has got respect for you.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Not bad.
Respect the Bun Bun.
Respect at rank 1.
Okay.
Or connection
But I
of 1. Connection of 2 to him.
All right, so I have a connection of 2 to him. He has a connection of 1 to me.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, Nene, seeing that, steps a little closer.
And Ken, I'm gonna take a dream for being bold and
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Take
Nice.
it.
being bold.
Bring in the magic.
Yeah, take one from me as well.
All right. Now let's break into this joint.
Woo!
Is there a tree nearby?
Yes, there is definitely a tall tree in the front courtyard. It goes up. I mean, it must go up at least three whole stories.
Are there limbs that reach over towards the window we're trying to get to?
No, but there are limbs that reach towards other windows. Like you can still get in. You're just not going to get into
Exactly that classroom.
Yeah.
So, hey, Nene, if you can get in there and open the door for us and let us in.
I can certainly try to climb up there. And saying that, she steps a little further into the light so that she's fully revealed now. Who are you, new young friend?
Kenshiro gasps when he sees you and goes, "Oh, you have what? What are you wearing?"
Basically, her outfit's inspired by like European fashion, like classic porcelain doll kind of clothing. I kind of not sure how to describe that. It's called
I want
dolly.
you to compliment a specific aspect of your fashion. So I'm curious what would be something that Nene would feel really good about being complimented about on that.
The frilliness of her dress, or the skirt.
He gasps and goes, "Oh, your skirt! It's so frilly. I love it."
And she twists a little bit and makes it kind of like swish around her. It's like, it'll make it hard climbing the tree, but I think I can get up there just fine.
You think? Okay. So are we climbing this tree to get into the school? Well, you know what? Kenshiro looks at you just square in the face and asks, "Are we climbing the tree to get into the school?"
I think Nene is going to climb the tree. If you want to go with her, Kenshiro, you can try.
He looks a little nervous, and then kind of tries to straighten up a little bit more and says, "Yeah, no, I can climb. I can climb too."
It's your choice. The rest of us are going to stay on the ground because Nene is such a great climber. We're going to let her do it.
Well, she wouldn't know where my homework is.
Well, she's going to climb up, and she's going to come down and open the door, and all the rest of us are going to go in.
But he looks at you, Nene, and says, "Do you know the way around the school?" Or no, specifically, do you know where to go?
Would she have maybe walked into the school in child form at some point? Just out of curiosity? Nope. Okay.
No.
Well, once I'm inside that window, pointing to the one near the tree, I'm just like, where do I go to find the stairs? What direction? Asking Kenjiro.
Kenshiro thinks for a minute, says, "Well, you'd want to go down the hall, but I could just show you."
Okay, I'll climb up the tree then.
Alrighty. So yeah, you both climb. The tree's got lots of branches. It looks like the school groundskeeper could probably keep a little better care of it, keeping it trimmed up. But that it leaves it a lot of easy access for climbing, and honestly, the kids really like it. So yeah, you get up, and the get in really easy because the window on that second floor is totally unlocked. Because why would they need to lock it?
And Kenshiro's going up too?
Yes, Kenshiro follows her up.
All right. Well, Hyro, being required to protect Kenshiro, is going to spend 2 wonder to transform, keep the ears and tail. In mid-transformation, I'm going to growl at Shiori a little bit, and then I'm going to jump up the tree, and I'm going to go into... And if possible, I want to immediately revert back to dog form before Kenshiro sees me come in behind him. So he'll just see a dog there and not know how I got there.
Okay. So if y'all don't like how I throw this down, just let me know. So what happens is, Nene, you climb up real easy with Kenshiro. Get into that classroom, and Kenshiro says, "Oh, no, my classroom's just 2 doors down, so I can just go get my homework from here. But can you stay with me while I do?" And will you stay with him while he gets his homework? Because the core, it's all dark in here. There's no lighting. There's moonlight coming in through the windows, but there's lots of long, deep shadows.
Okay. Yeah, she would do that. I imagine her as she goes to go through the window, she catches her foot and flops onto the floor, kaplop, and rolls over flat on her back and is looking up at the roof or the ceiling and laughing at the fact that she just fell.
He sees you do that and laughs, and then covers his mouth and says, "I'm sorry."
No, it's funny. It's funny. Okay. As far as forming connection with this young man.
Yeah. Do you want to do a first impression here?
Yeah.
An impression check. Okay. Okay, so what what are you putting forward on that?
I'm in my Henge form, so that's a 3,
Well,
right?
you're kind of in between, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you're putting forward like you're being kind of like you're using like the kind of goofy thing to like connect
More
with
childlike, yeah.
him. Yeah,
Play.
yeah. And that's, I mean, he's going to connect back with you with that. So that is what's your child?
2.
Okay. So if you spend 2, you'll get a connection of 1 with him, unless you have a weakness or a power or something that alters that.
Nothing that I can use at the time.
Okay.
Okay.
And he is going to spend 2, forge a connection with you. So using child, I hadn't noticed this initially, but initial impressions with child is generally going to be protection or affection. As far as that initial connection.
I would feel affection for him, yeah.
Okay. If you want it to be something else, we can totally do that. Because I think that's pretty much what he's going to feel back. He's going to feel affection back. He feels like he feels one more closer to his age.
Okay. Thank you.
Like someone he can relate to a little easier.
Yeah. And Mia, take a dream for that sequence. That was great.
Yep.
And yeah, so when you and Kenshiro, you get into this other classroom, the doors are all unlocked. It's a small town. When you get out into the hallway, you get like another classroom. His classroom is 2 classrooms down. When you get about 1 classroom down, you hear a shuffling noise behind you, or the soft padding of paws on linoleum.
As the owner of a large dog with hard floors, it's a clacking sound.
Okay.
That's the claws.
Okay. No, that's yeah. Then you hear that coming up from behind you as Hyro emerges from the classroom you had come in through. Hyro, you spent your wonder to transform, and then you transformed back for free?
Correct.
Okay.
And I kept the cost to a minimum by keeping my ears and tail during the transformation, since I wasn't planning to be seen anyway.
Yeah, but you were making sure to change back before he saw you again?
Yes.
So take a dream for that.
Yeah.
That.
All right.
Conscientiousness.
Meanwhile, I'll say Usagi downstairs is sort of pacing back and forth because being lovesick, he wants to be with whoever, but there's like there's the group, the split, right? There's 3 people inside. There's Shiori outside. He's like, okay, but do I stay here with Shiori? Do I go inside? And he's kind of like just pacing back and forth, like running like a rabbit back and forth, kind of trying to figure out which way.
And Shiori is got her arms crossed and like a foot kicked up against the school, just waiting for everything to work out just fine. And ready, and keeping an eye out. I'm being the lookout as well for anyone who might be coming by.
Okay, well, it's easy enough for him to get his homework. It's right where he left it on his desk. takes it and puts it back into his bag. And how are you all going to be exiting the school?
We go to
Yeah.
the front. Can we go out the front door or one of the exits?
All right, you're gonna try you're going out the front door.
We could climb out a window on the first floor.
Okay, well, you get down, like you make it. Kenshiro knows like exactly where to go for stuff. I mean, this is his school, so he leads you down the stairs, down to the front door, and when you get down to the front door, it's unlocked. Like everything else in this school, it's unlocked. When you open it up, can everyone make an animal check for me?
Ooh.
You want a result of 4 or better. If you do not want to get that, just let me know if you're willing to spend to get that 4 or better.
Yeah. And you could spend wonder or feeling on that one.
Give me a sec.
I'm sorry, no worries.
I think it's just feeling,
Okay.
Yeah.
but I want to make sure. Yes, it's feeling.
Okay, I'll spend the 2 feeling.
I'll spend the 1 feeling.
Same.
Spend
You have
2.
2, right?
My animal. It's an animal check, you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then, it
Yes.
costs me 1 because I'm already at 3.
Oh. I thought you were at 2 for animal.
I changed it after I sent the...
All right. Yeah, I'll buy up to 4.
Is Usagi gonna have to attack someone with his big, sharp front teeth, or
Hit him with your ears, Bun Bun.
wrong game?
Sorry, no, I was looking at something else that I don't quite understand how to do, so I'm completely ignoring it.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, did you all make it?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we all spent the feeling to make sure we made it.
Okay, then he is spending that as well because he definitely hears. Where would this? When you open the door, hold on. Okay. Just as you open the door to the school to leave, you hear us, or Kenshiro just cries out, just in shock, as a soft crying noise just comes from somewhere. You all hear it, but you're not surprised by it. He is, because he's a kid, you know. But it's just a soft crying whimper, and it's coming from somewhere, and that is going to end scene 2.
Ooh.
All right.
All right.
So between scene stuff, does anyone want to, or does anyone have enough dreams to increase connections to anyone?
Oh, I lost track of how many. I think I had 3. I don't think so. I don't think I have enough yet.
Yeah.
That depends. I have a question.
Yes.
When Jason awarded me a dream for coming in the window, I heard from Kenny and Sarah, but you didn't actually say that you were also giving me a dream, so I wasn't sure.
Yes, I shall give you a dream for that, Steve. Yes,
All
that's
right.
what my means.
I'll give you a dream, babe.
Okay. Thanks. Then I will spend to increase my connection to, I'm going to say to Kenshiro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, does that increase on both sides or just my side?
Just your side.
All right.
It'll cost 5, and that'll bring you up to 2.
Yes, I'm there.
And Kenny, I'll give Bun Bun a dream for playing your nervousness at the party split.
Perfect. And I'll give Sarah one for being the too cool for school girl.
Oh yeah. Heck yes. Sorry. This is PG.
Yeah.
Yes. Very.
Exceedingly PG. Almost G, one might say.
Yeah.
It depends on what year you're doing it.
No. Depends on who's crying and why.
Well, I mean, and PG movies with near full nudity.
Yeah, before they came out with PG-13, you mean, right? Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I mean if you watch the original Clash of the Titans.
Oh yeah.
There's full boobs and butt in that movie.
Yep.
That
think
movie's
it was-
PG.
Yeah. It wasn't until was it Raiders of the Lost Ark?
It was like Raiders, Temple of Doom.
I think it was
Yeah.
Temple of Doom that was the first PG-13 because it was.
Yeah.
But it was like
had
right
him,
around
like,
all of
pulling
those.
somebody's heart out of his chest.
Yeah.
Like
Push the
maybe
envelope
not.
and
Maybe not. We
force the
shouldn't
PG-13,
put this in
right?
front of children.
My sister convinced me because I asked her how did they shoot that when they pulled the heart out of his chest, and she told me in her infinite wisdom, being a whopping 3.5 years older than me, that what they had done was found a guy who wanted to die anyway. And she said it with
Big
such
sisters
conviction.
For the win. Shiori's just a little bit that kind of big sister where she wants to toughen you up. Like she's like, yeah, climb the tree, see what happens. I believe in you.
I don't think she was trying to toughen me up. I think that was her best guess.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Hashtag Sarah, watch this stream.
That was Steve's sister.
Yeah, Sarah's my wife.
Not me.
My sister is JR.
Yes.
And she will not watch this
Oh,
stream.
Jennifer.
Yes,
Jennifer,
Jennifer in
I
her
can't
youth,
get
yes.
anyone's names right now.
No worries.
It's all right.
Getting back, does anyone else have enough dreams to increase their connection with anyone else?
I wish I did. I would increase all my connections, but I did not have enough.
Obviously.
Yes.
I would say at the start of this scene, since I haven't eaten anything, that glutton weakness kicks in.
Oh, you got a rumbly tummy.
So I got a rumbly tummy. When your stomach is empty, you can make it emit a soothing rumbling sound. When finishing one scene without eating anything, you can use this power during the next scene. If anyone present has a protection, affection, or family connection to you, you can increase their connection by 1.
All right, and you are going to have to spend the 8 wonder for that. Okay.
And that will be for little Kenny.
All right. You can make soothing sound with finishing. You can use. No one is present has protection. Well, so I don't have protection or affection or family to you. It's love, so it won't work with me. Who has protection? You're using your stomach worm, is that it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be someone with protection, affection, or family connection.
It'd be Kenny.
I
yeah.
have affection towards you, Nene, but I don't.
Okay.
But yeah, what does Kenshiro have?
Affection.
Kenshiro has not formed a bond with Nene yet.
Oh,
But yeah, he did.
yeah.
They have affection.
Hey, there you go.
What am I saying?
Yeah, you can do it with Kenshiro, yeah.
Yeah.
I got these 5 screens and only 4 people on here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and so we're starting a new scene, so we add up right, our
Yes.
feelings again.
Oh yeah.
Six.
Maybe since it's almost exactly 10 o'clock, maybe we should take our break between scenes.
That sounds like a good plan.
Hmm?
That sounds like a most excellent plan.
All right then. You want to take us out?
Yeah, we are. Oh, do we have any more business at the end of the scene before we go to break? That's it?
Nope, not for me. Nope, that's it for me.
Nope.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, that's our first half. It's 9:58 where we are, so it's going to be about 10:08 when we come back. I lie about that every week. We come back when we want to, but we try to keep it to 10 minutes. And we will see everyone then. Thanks so much for watching. Hello, welcome back
Hello.
to Tales from the Backlog. We've broken into a school and broken out again,
Almost.
almost out. And yeah, I'm a dog.
Well, I'd like to clarify. Or some of us entered the school. Nothing was ever broken. The window was left open.
Correct. We trespassed into a school.
There we go.
All right. So when we left off, you all had Kenshiro, Nene, and Hiro had almost come out of the school. You had opened the door when you heard a soft crying noise that surprised Kenshiro. And yeah, so basically you were all there, even that dog that's definitely having a great drink.
I would like to award Steve one dream for his beautiful reenactment of a dog lapping water sound.
Oh, did I miss that?
No, that just happened.
Yes.
I did, after I noticed it, I did mute the mics going to Twitch, but you guys very kindly pointed it out anyway.
Whatever. Whatever.
Whatever.
It's adorable. It's Steve. It is adorable.
Don't let that go to your head.
It's Caesar, a very large dog right there.
I award Odin one more dream.
You have two dreams, Odin.
Yeah.
Oh, you are all the
right.
dream. You're my dream. No. Oh. Okay. Let it go. Let it go. Thank you.
Sometimes it looks like Jason's talking to me while he does that too.
Oh wait, because I'm putting my head down.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got that.
Yeah.
I was right now minutes old when I got what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm almost the center square.
We're like the Brady Bunch. I look down, look over.
Brady
Hang
Bunch,
gay
Hollywood
bunch.
Squares.
Gay bunch.
Nice.
All right, so you hear, this crying noise coming from down the hall. It sounds like it's coming from around where the kids would leave their shoes. And Kenshiro is definitely kind of freaked out about this. He does not want to go anywhere near it, but it does sound pretty sad.
And just to get a sense of the spacing right now, so Kenshiro, Nene, and Hiro are still inside the school. They have not reached the door yet and opened it.
Right. Oh, okay. No, I messed up. It's not coming from inside the school. It is actually coming from near the gate leading to the entrance to the school.
Okay,
Okay.
Sorry.
gotcha. So the five of us are reunited back together again, and because we all heard it at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you all heard it.
Okay. I will grab Kenshiro's hand and say, "There's nothing to be afraid of. It sounds like somebody else needs our help."
I don't know. I'm scared.
Six
don't
Wonder.
want
For Six Wonder, I am going to use one of my special moves on him
Oh.
And I have apparently closed the PDF, and I forget what it's called, but I think it's called "It's All Right" or something to that effect.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, it is. It's called "It's All Right."
It's all right. Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna spend 6 of it, and I'm gonna calm him down.
And just making sure real quick, you all got your feelings and wonder, or new feelings and wonder for the scene added up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the manner of that will be for me to just sort of walk up and press my body against him.
You're not going to lick his face?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's what the cool dogs do, and nobody really thinks I'm cool, so I'm not going to do that. I'll poke him with my nose.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, like him. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's doing right now.
Yeah, he doesn't lick faces. He doesn't lick faces. He more knocks you out of your chair with his face.
Well, no, I'm just saying, because "It's all right" literally says by licking someone's face and such.
And such is what I'm going with.
So we're going with the and such.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Well,
I've been around long enough to know that some humans do not like their faces licked by dogs.
What? A dog that understands that people don't always want their faces licked?
I'm 150.
You are also a mythical being, so...
Yeah.
That's all true.
Takes that level of knowledge. Okay.
All right, so he should be calmed down.
No, he is calmed down with your gentle prodding. He is feeling more confident. I'm sorry, I need to look up how to do a thing.
All right.
That's not fucking helpful.
Nanny's going to scratch you behind your ears after you are kind to little Kenny.
I shall wag my tail involuntarily for a moment and then remember to look sad.
Well, doesn't that count as petting? And you get feelings from that?
Being petted makes me happy.
Yeah.
When someone in the same scene as you pets you, you gain feelings equal to the strength of your connection to them. All right, I get one. I get a feeling.
Did you spend the wonder for that?
Wait, that's confusing. So I'd have to spend 6 wonder to get 1 feeling. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's an absurd trade.
That's weird. 6 wonder?
If I had 7 connection to Nene, then I would do that. But.
Yeah. But I'll give Nene a dream for that. Coming out.
You need someone participating in the scene. Okay, yeah. All right.
That is weird.
Nonetheless, it makes me happy for a second, and then I hide it so that I can continue to be emo.
All right.
Like, oh, you almost seemed excited there for a moment.
Yeah, but then I realized you definitely didn't mean it.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Usagi wants to go check out the crying sound, but doesn't want to go alone either. So he kind of looks back to see who's willing to go with him to go check out the crying sound.
I'm willing to go if Kenshiro is going.
I will say.
Yeah, Kenshiro's going to be willing to go in a sec.
Okay.
There's just the adventure itself mentions something happening, and I'm not sure I'm trying to figure out how to deal with it, and I didn't notice it previously.
Ooh. So I keep looking back over here because I keep trying to, now that I'm getting the game mechanics are clicking, like I'm reading the powers, like, okay, now I kind of see how this fits with the game mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And like, mad apologies to anyone watching this. Like, watching GMs look up rules that they should already know. I know it is the most exciting thing possible for any stream.
Hey,
Well,
that's what streaming is.
yeah, that's right.
It is right up there with people playing video games, looking up a YouTube of what they need to do on stream.
To be fair,
Yeah, I tried to print out the just like the rules for the rabbit, but somehow my printer got screwed up. So I ended up printing like 100 pages.
what?
Yeah.
Oops. Just wallpaper your room
Now
with it.
you
There you
definitely have copies of those rules.
Yeah.
Except by the time I figured that out, because the printer was downstairs, like the papers were just like all over the floor. So I'm probably gonna have to take like 15 minutes to put those pages back in order.
Oh no.
Well, after I freed up this evening, I ran to the office to print out a copy of my character sheet, and I printed it and looked down and discovered that Steve had already printed me a copy of my character sheet and was waiting in the printer for me that I did not see until,
I forgot to tell you.
That's all right. I found it.
Oh. Margin. Okay. All right. I understand what I'm doing now, and I understand what I was doing slightly wrong earlier. Awesome.
All right.
It's a learning adventure. All right. So, are y'all heading to the front gate?
Well, as long as someone's going with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say to Kenshiro, you can stay here with Hiro or Hiro if you want. I'm gonna go with Bun Bun and Nene. I'll look to you, Mia, to see if you want to go.
Kind of like look to Hiro and to you, and reluctantly follow you.
Okay, we're gonna go have a look. You can stay here with Hiro. Hiro will stay with you, or you can come with us. We'll make sure nothing bad happens to you.
No, I have to get my homework home because I still have to do my homework. So I'll go.
Okay.
While we're going, I'm going to award a dream to Nene for being the first person to pet the dog.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right. We go.
I'm not
All
hearing out any dreams anymore.
Well, you all are making your way towards the gate. When you near the gate, once again you hear that crying voice. Just, it's extremely close. That none of you even need to check and see if you hear it. It sounds like there is a crying child right next to you. It is such a shock though that you are all going to need to make a surprise check of 8.
Oh, okay.
So this is what I've been looking up as to how to do this surprise check. What's going to happen is you're going to take basically your highest attribute, and do you all have access to the surprise table?
I'm sure it's in the...
It's on page 63.
Just looking at it. Okay, yep,
Okay, so the check is 8. You're going to take your highest attribute, and that for every, what is it? So depends on the margin by which result exceeds
Bonbon
theirs.
and
Okay, so
each take a dream for being courageous. And they
Who did?
Bonbon and Shiori take a dream
Oh.
each.
Thank you.
For me, yeah. Being the courageous leaders in this endeavor.
All right.
Until we're about to scream and
Okay.
run.
Yeah.
So it's
basically,
just
that's-
our.
so what's going to happen is it's a check 8 versus your highest attribute, and however much, if you miss it, the margin of miss is going to be that effect table. So if you miss it by 1 or 2, it's that 1 or 2. If you miss it by 3, 4,
I think
or 5 plus.
I think we're all going to be in 5+, right? Unless someone has a 4 in something.
Do we buy points or can
No,
we?
it's just
Yeah.
the attribute.
So basically, yeah. So essentially, what you're doing is you're making a test on your highest stat versus an 8, and if you miss it, the margin of miss is going to be that surprise effect table.
Okay.
So if anyone has a 4, then you're paralyzed and can't move. But if it's 3 or lower, then we're all going to faint and fall down.
Yeah, I'm 3.
I'm also 3.
Same.
But as I'm going to remind you, if you have feeling,
Oh, you
you
can
can
spend
spend
it.
feeling on this check.
Okay.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh,
we can
okay.
spend
That's the
it.
part I was missing.
Yeah. That's.
All right.
sorry,
Yeah,
I
because
wasn't clear. Yeah.
because it's a check, it's going to act as a regular check, and
Okay.
you don't have to make it. If you want your character to react like one of those surprise reactions, you can do that.
I'm gonna have Usagi, who is normally nervous, just faint and fall down.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Scream,
I'm gonna.
a little squeal, and then just fall back.
I am gonna spend up to 7 to make it 7, and then I will cry out then and there in the form of a bark.
I will
Okay.
also spend 7 and just do like the full ah.
Okay.
Okay, well, if you're spending 7, that should make the check.
No,
Oh, wait.
I'm not spending 7.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
spending enough to make it 7.
Oh,
Yes, I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm not doing my
No,
math right.
thank
either.
you. That's
Yeah.
I got it.
Ah.
Nene.
I'm going to do the same, basically, spend just enough and cry out with the others. Basically, cry out at them crying out.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm just picturing it like the cutscene where they just cut to everybody in a tableau just going ah, and then Bun Bun just and falls
Yeah.
out of frame. Yeah.
Paralyzed.
Yes.
It's like one of those goats, you know, when they get freaked out, they just kind of like freeze and then just fall over, right? Like
Yes.
Yes. Whereas who's written
That-
the mod where we can play a fainting goat
Yes.
Yeah.
in Golden Skies?
There are a couple of expansions for this game I saw online. It's probably could be a fainting goat somehow.
Oh, I know you can be a sheep.
Close
Yeah.
enough, right?
Don't remember if they're probably. I actually have all of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I went real all in on this.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't have any of the alternate versions of it that people have made like printed out. But Kenshiro is going to cry out like some of the rest of you, and then he actually is going to turn back to the school and run. This noise has freaked him out.
All right.
And as he runs, he drops his bag, and he is going right for that front door of the school.
Okay. Wait, he's going back into the school?
Yes.
Okay.
He is running away from this crying noise.
So, what was the change in the noise that surprised us all so much?
Yeah.
Just that it was kind of suddenly right there next to you.
Oh, okay.
It was startling.
All
and
right.
you would manage to calm him down a lot, but he was still feeling kind of on edge apparently.
I am gonna run after him, and if there is any opportunity, I am gonna once again use my "It's All Right" feature.
Do you have the wonder for that?
Oh, I do, sir.
Okay, I figured you did, but just making sure. How do you want to comfort him?
I don't suppose there's any way to do it while running, so I'll wait for him to take a pause, and then I will. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kind of sheepdog him. I'm just gonna circle in front of him and to force him to slow down, and then once he does stop, I'm just gonna sort of walk up to him and do this and wait for him to take the paw, and then just move in.
Well, real quick, because your feed just completely froze up as you did any action there.
Okay.
Were you putting a paw up like to shake?
Yeah.
Okay, that was my assumption, but your feed froze up, so I did not see it.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm
Okay.
slowing him down with the sheepdog move, and then I'm going to do the paw until he takes it, and then he'll chill out.
Okay, well, that you're doing that. Cutting back to everyone else.
I'm going.
This child you're making friends with is just run back to the school.
I'm going to trust that Hyro's got him, and I'm going to get to the source of the problem. I'd like to do basically a pounce towards the source of the noise. Like, I'm just going to charge in here because I want to know what's going on. I'm out of patience.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab Bonbon by one leg and try and drag him away from the sound.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Thank you, Nene. It's like, man down, man. Hanga down. Get him out. Medic.
Okay, well, I think we've just literally bridged scenes 3 and 4,
Okay.
and managed to meld them together. So this might run a little. This is fine. So yeah. Do I need to do anything with that? Okay. Steve.
Yes.
You stop you get Kenshiro to stop with you, and it takes him a minute. He's breathing real heavy. He's obviously just, and you're waiting for him to calm down with you, and he eventually notices that you've got your paw raised, and he's not entirely sure what to do, but he puts his hand on your paw.
Yeah.
Like he's not as used to shaking hands. I think I just did something really racist. Apologies to anyone watching. He's just not. He doesn't have any pets. He's unfamiliar with shake.
Okay.
So he just kind of puts his hand on your paw, but it seems to definitely calm him down.
Okay. What I'd like to do is guide him over towards that giant tree, and have him wait by the tree, and then I am going to stalk back towards the gate.
Okay, no, you totally bring him over to that tree, easy peasy, and the whole time you're bringing him over to that tree, he's got his hand on you, like his hand. He's not holding on to the scruff of your neck, but he's got his hand on your neck, like he's letting you guide him.
Okay.
And even when you get to the tree, he leans back against it, but does not take his hand off of you. Like you are a comforting influence on him right now, and he doesn't really seem to want you to go yet.
All right, then I'll stay with him.
All right, Shiori.
Yeah.
You head into the bushes.
I sure do.
Yeah, I mean, because you. So, can what's your adult?
My adult is 2.
Would you be willing to spend 2 feeling to make an adult 4 check?
I absolutely would.
Cool. So, as you get closer to this noise, you realize that this is definitely not a human cry. But it is still it's more of a whine. And as you approach the bushes, you get definitely really, it is, listening to this noise, you can tell it's probably right up against the wall behind those bushes, right in front of you. Mm-hmm. And as you get right up to the bushes, that whine turns to a high-pitched bark. Yip, 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 yip.
I push on, and I push the bushes out of the way and see what's up.
All right. Well, you push the bushes out of the way, and you see that there is a little puppy hiding in the bushes. Pyro.
Okay.
Yes,
as
sir.
soon as this puppy starts barking, Kenshiro's demeanor just completely changes. From scared to he gets up and starts not running, but definitely faster than walking to where the barking is coming from.
I shall beat him there.
Nene and Bunbun. There is a puppy barking in the near vicinity.
Have I woken up?
Yeah, you've totally woken up.
Oh, okay.
Your head kind of like bonks on a couple of rocks as I'm drinking on the trail.
Ouch, that hurts.
You hear the dog barking, and I drop your leg and step right over you to go towards the puppy dog.
I shall hold the bushes aside for everyone else to see, and for Hyro to run past me.
It's a baby Hyro.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking in. I'm also sniffing.
You see a little puppy in there, and you can just tell that this puppy is hungry and it is cold. And what are you all doing?
Is it stuck?
No, it was just scared.
All right.
Hyro.
But now it sees there are people and they don't seem to be threatening, so it's barking at y'all like kind of excitedly, but it's still kind of unsure.
Hyro, take a dream for sheepdogging.
Pardon?
I'm sorry, I keep stepping on you, Jason. I was like, Hyro, take a dream for sheepdogging.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Nice. Kenshiro steps up behind Hyro and asks everyone, what should we do?
Hyro is just going in and getting the puppy by the scruff of its neck and bringing it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand it to Bun Bun.
And Bun Bun's gonna feed him mochi.
Yes.
Well, I'll use one wonder to use my mochi pounding skill. It'll give the puppy one feeling.
Nice.
some specially home-brewed mochi that Bun Bun keeps in his pocket.
Once I have given the puppy to Bun Bun, I will return to Kanshiro's side and press against him.
The puppy.
Yeah.
Nene leans in and sniffs at the treat that you're giving the dog, and she looks up at you like with this wanting look on her face.
And Bun Bun will give another one to Nene.
As her stomach emits that low rumble
the grumble
again.
sound. Yes.
Nice.
Mhm. Oh, thank you.
So you get one feeling. Because I'll spend one wonder, so you get one feeling. Same with the puppy, if the puppy has feelings.
Does the puppy have any kind of tag or collar? I'm assuming probably not.
No.
All right.
Am I able to?
And Bun Bun.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The puppy has curled itself up in your lap, and it seems very at home in your lap.
I want to make a connection with the puppy.
All right.
I want to hug it and squeeze it and love it all over.
Call it George.
All righty.
To have to spend
shoes. Alrighty. So, what are you putting? How are you making this? You're making this connection. You're giving it some treats.
Yeah. I don't know what that would.
I am flip-flopping between child and adult.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of an adult thing to do, to give animals treats to make them like you.
Yeah.
But it's more of a people thing to do.
Right.
To give animals. So, you know what, though? You were using a henge power for that, right?
Like, yeah, I have henge. Yeah, it was my henge power.
Yeah, so let's say you're using your henge to make friends with it.
Yeah. So I have a 3.
All right. So sorry.
That's
all right. Nope. All right. So you're feeding it some food. Yeah. No. So if you get that attribute up to 4, it'll be you'll get a connection of 1 strength with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it up to 8, it'll be a strength of 2.
I'm gonna spend up to 8 because I want to love this little baby puppy.
Oh.
So puppy.
You mean that is love from you?
Yes.
Because you love everyone?
Yes. So it'll be a love of 2 from me.
All right. And this puppy is going to spend... I mean, it's just acting like a puppy. It will spend to
So
get
it's chewing on all my stuff.
Yeah, it's being a pupper.
Maybe this dog will actually lick faces. I'm just saying.
Oh. It has got a strength of 1 respect for you.
Ooh.
Nice.
Everyone respects you.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
And it is definitely started respecting you by licking your face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with him.
Yeah.
Take a dream for that, Kenny.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is living the dream right there.
Yes. Puppy love.
Yeah.
The puppy can have a dream from me.
With mochi breath.
Mochi scented puppies.
Mm.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead, please.
I was just going to say, I sort of sling a sisterly arm around Kenshiro and say, well, it looks like Boon Boon's made a friend.
Is it possible for me to sniff the puppy and know from my many years of experience with the local dog families, whose puppy it might be.
You know, you've been in this town for a while, and this puppy smell is really unfamiliar. It does not. It smells like it is just gotten here.
So how young is it? Was it
Maybe
just born here, or did it crawl here from somewhere?
I mean, I would say like it's not a
Sorry.
it's not a crawling. It can get up and move around just fine. But it's still really young. Maybe
12 weeks? Big enough to be weaned
The-
from
the-
its mother, or
Yeah.
but
yes, it's
Alright.
definitely been weaned from its mother.
Okay.
Say maybe because I don't know dog size related to weeks, related to youth and growing up
And
age
breed.
for dogs. I would say it's about you know it's maybe Chihuahua sized,
Okay.
but it's definitely not a Chihuahua. It is probably just it's some mixed breed. It's some mutt of some kind. Steve, you can definitely tell from with your dog senses that it will get bigger.
Okay.
Like if I had to give an age to it in relation to people age, I would say it's a little younger than Kenshiro.
All right.
It's not a baby. It's a little older than a toddler.
Gotcha.
Like maybe early grade school years, but as a puppy.
Right. And it's a regular dog. It's not a henge.
It is definitely a regular dog and not a henge.
Okay. I would like to know where we should take this dog.
indeed. The question
Well,
is, are
again,
we keeping it, or are we... Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Jason.
No, Kenshiro reaches down and he pets the puppy a little bit, kind of nervously, and says, "Well, it doesn't have a collar. What does it have a home?"
I am going to take the puppy from Boon Boon and give it to Kenshiro now.
You're going to try. You don't take Suki away from Bun Bun.
Okay.
I've already given the puppy the name Suki, which is Japanese for moon, since it's a moonlight out. And so Bun Bun will hold Suki very tight, close, as the big, not face-licking dog is coming to take his puppy away from him.
I'm in that case I will just gesture with my nose. Give it to him. Give it to him.
And very sadly, Bun Bun will hand over Suki, slipping him some mochi.
Yeah. And I'll lean in and whisper in your ear, "It's for the best. He probably might not have gotten along so good with your animal form."
Oh.
So,
Bon Bon shows sadness.
Yeah, Bun Bun's sad.
Bun Bun can have a dream from me for doing as I suggested.
yes.
Take a dream
Okay.
for that too.
All right.
Nene's over there. She's got little tears squirting out of her eyes, like, "Oh, sorry, Bon Bon. Thought maybe you had a new pet."
And I'll give Nene a dream for that great anime visual there.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, then, Kenshiro takes the dog from Hyro, but he looks he looks unsure. He turns to you, Shiori. Do you think it'll be okay with me?
I think that you have shown you are brave and responsible tonight, and I think you will be a very good owner of this puppy. Yes.
I will turn to Kenshiro and lick his face.
Yeah.
One time.
Oh. Pyro, take a dream for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
One big slobbery lick.
Just one. Yeah.
All right. Well, if no one else has any further business at this with this scene, that is the end of it,
Okay.
or the end of this scene. Did anyone else want to do anything else?
Okay.
I will just dash about and do sort of like the little anime bit where the scene's happening in the foreground and somebody's like in the background, and just make sure that Kenshiro's all of his stuff has been gathered up and he actually has the homework in his backpack. Because we don't want to find it in the mud after he leaves with the puppy.
Yeah.
But yes, just making sure that he has everything he needs.
Well, he's not going home alone.
No, definitely not. But I'm
No,
just going to do the
but that is
little
a
backpack
very
check.
responsible thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I don't
you know
care.
what? Fiore, take a dream for being really responsible.
Thank you.
So now, can we spend our dreams?
Yeah, so we're gonna move. We're gonna move from scene 3/4 to the final scene. So we're in between.
Okay.
You've got dreams to spend them.
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, and which, by the way, because just if I recall, so as I'm spending for my connection to you, you guys should also be reflecting that on your sheets, on your feeling side, correct, Jason?
Yeah, that makes
Yes.
sense.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's spend dreams,
Yeah.
and then let's touch base to make sure we all have the right numbers on our things.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think anyone spent to increase for me.
I would actually like to do that. I feel like I would like to spend 5 of my dream to increase our rivalry,
Okay.
because I think we had some passive aggressive disagreements on how to best protect Kenshiro
Yeah,
in
joy.
that scene. Different approaches, I'll say.
Okay. I don't have enough dreams to spend this time, so.
Because we
I'm
work
not
together,
spending
but
on
in
you.
different approaches.
And Bun Bun has increased his connection to both Nene and Shiori to 2.
Just a note, I actually, as the weakness to go with one of my powers, you have to spend an extra +2 to increase your connection with me.
Oh, I didn't know
because
that.
of my weakness of pride.
Oh, okay. So that
That's
minus
It's a
good.
wall
Gotcha.
there.
Because I got -1.
Okay.
So all right, hold on a sec. Let me go back and then figure that math out.
And I will bump up on Bon Bon as well on my end.
Okay. So Nene.
Spend on that.
All right. So then fine, sure. Be distant. I'm then gonna spend that on Hyro instead.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So you get a second one from me there, Steve.
Great.
I made you give up the puppy. You weren't
Yeah.
bonding with me today.
Yeah. No, did not want to give up that puppy.
No.
Wasn't it me who made him give up the puppy?
It was both of us.
Yeah,
but
but
he's
he
gonna
blames
blame
you
me.
'cause you
Well,
speak
I
English.
blame the older. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then once we figure that all out, then as we start the next scene, that'll recalculate how much
Yes.
feeling and wonder we get.
Yep.
I'm getting the hang of it. Ooh, nice. All right.
Spent more than I got back this time.
Well, Steve, that's okay, because at the end of the story, it basically all goes away.
Yeah, I know.
So that was a good time to spend.
Mm-hmm.
They're there to be used.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm still way higher than I was at the start.
Okay.
Oh, it's time to add the stuff.
Yep. We got Matt Groves being a comedian in the chat.
Oh, did you put some?
He's trying to get himself unkicked out of the stream.
Oh, wait, Matt?
Yeah.
Hi, Matt. I hope you're good. I don't have the Twitch open right now, so I can't see what you're...
Oh, he's just making Conan jokes about next week's game.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is best in life?
That's what
Educate your enemies to see them read before you.
Conan the Librarian reference.
Yeah.
Bad plan.
All right. Are we ready to progress to what, scene 5?
Final scene?
Final scene is ready when you all are ready.
Oh,
Yep.
right.
We are ready.
All right, excellent. So the next day, it's evening of the next day, just after school, you've all met up with Kenshiro at the front gate. He has not forgotten his homework today. And yeah, he just kind of wants you to walk home with him. He really enjoyed spending time with all of you. Yes, the previous evening or the previous night.
Yeah.
What do you all? Hiro? I'm assuming you're still a dog.
I am still a dog.
Nene, Bunbun, and Shiori. What are you all looking like right now?
Human.
Human, yeah, full human form.
Full human?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be full
Bunbun?
human. Bunbun's full
Oh,
human.
Well, can I just because I'm curious about it for something that I had misdone earlier. Bunbun and Nene, what are your henge scores?
3.
3. Mm-hmm. Same.
Okay. Then he wouldn't have been as surprised at you both being henge, but that's I noticed how to adjudicate that later. So yeah, I was curious. I noticed how to do it and then went, oh, I get what I was supposed to do. That's so simple. But yeah, you all are walking home with him, and he's telling you about his day at school, about all the stuff he learned, about playing. He was learning how to play Foursquare, or Foursquare is that ball game from like elementary school, right?
Yeah, there's one like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's telling you about how he learned about how he learned how to play that today. I would explain it to you all in detail, but I do not, for the life of me, remember how to play that.
Not sure I ever knew.
But he knows. I knew at one point, some eons back. And he lets you know that his parents, they were a little apprehensive at first about the puppy, but they said they'd bring it to the vet today and have the vet take a look at it, and he's really that they will let him keep this puppy.
Awesome.
And yeah, what are you all doing this whole time? Do you have anything you want to say to Kenshiro as you walk him home?
I'm mostly just letting him talk and asking the occasional question to keep him going, but not saying too much about myself or anything else.
That's understandable.
No, so I'm just going, and then what happened? So.
Nene has acquired some how's that pronounced? Simbai, Japanese rice crackers, and she's like munching those. She's like, and little crumbs from those crackers keep falling on her dress.
No, those are good. Bun Bun?
What time of day is it, you said?
It's evening.
Evening, okay. No,
the sun is going down.
Bun Bun is just secretly hoping that Kenshiro's parents do not allow him to keep the dog because he wants Suki to come live with him. But he's willing to accept begrudgingly.
All right. Well, you all arrive at his house, and when he opens the door, or you all arrive at his house, he opens the front gate, and just in a yipping yapping rush, Suki just rushes him and knocks him over, licking his face and just wagging her tail. Sorry, I apparently decided Suki was a girl.
That's fine.
Whatever you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
I keep imagining this puppy is Usagi Tsukino. So,
you know what? Just because I've been wanting to do it the whole game, as she comes barreling out towards Kenshiro, I'm gonna use my substitution power and throw myself in front of him to protect him from the threat that I have not had time to identify yet. And so that costs me 8. I'm gonna spend a wonder on it. And so
you get a full puppy tackle. I mean, she's really young, but apparently in the like less than 24 hours she has been with this family, she is well learned in the art of tackling people and snuggling and licking them. So she, for a second there, she just you go down, like just knocked over, and she is just licking you and rubbing on you, all happy, and her tail's wagging.
Okay.
And Kenshiro's laughing because, I mean, obviously it's really adorable, and you're being really adorable.
Well, I'll tell you what happens. Because it's evening and this costs 0, I'm going to, in the process of substituting, I am going to change to hybrid form in order to try and grab her as she is coming at me with my human hands.
Oh,
Of
Okay.
course, not to override your description, it doesn't work. She hits me and knocks me down, but I'm now
no.
I'm now in
Just
hybrid form with ears and a tail in front
Yeah.
of Kenshiro for the first time, and
What's your henge attribute?
it is 2.
Okay, yeah, no, he totally just laughs. He is completely taking your transformation in stride. And he is just so, yeah.
I was gonna say I reject his acceptance so that I can act depressed and say like, I understand if you don't want to hang out with me anymore.
Oh, he isn't even like, he is just like caught up in the happy puppy vibes. He's laughing, ha 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 ha.
All right,
Look at that puppy go.
cool. All right.
The puppy knocked
He
you
hasn't
over,
even
right,
noticed.
Hyro?
Yeah, the
Pardon?
puppy did knock me over.
Okay, as it rushes out and kind of startles Nene, she backs up really quick, and because I've been wanting to do this the whole game too, her cowering weakness, she swells up to like twice her normal size as she falls backwards in the street.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give Nene 1 dream for that one,
Yeah.
and 1 2
Same.
to Hyro for his
Yeah.
puppy transformation.
Nene, you said your henge was 3?
Uh-huh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, so the puppy tackles Hyro. Hyro transforms. Kenshiro's laughing at that, and then you just swell up, double your size, and whoa! Very surprised.
She falls backwards and faints in the street is what happened, yeah.
Usagi's looking for the
just-
puppy.
You just want to play with the puppy?
Yeah, and I pick up the puppy and I use my power. I love you. And I go, who loves Suki? I love Suki. And then use my I love you power to increase our connection. So the puppy's connection is increased by 1 to me.
I'm gonna
He respects
sulk
me even more.
as Bun Bun takes the puppy off of me. I'm just gonna sulk off to the side a
Yeah.
little ways.
No.
To you.
And now that I'm mostly human, I am especially
Yeah.
emo in my sulk.
Yes.
I've got
you know
like
what I
the
do?
black hair hanging over the eyes.
Jeez.
And Usagi
I mean,
turns
it's
to
like
Hyro
you're
and
playing a
uses
cat.
what's that? And then Usagi
It's
uses
like
the
Steve's
power.
playing a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll use my power a second time, and they go, "Who loves the grumpy puppy? Who loves the grumpy puppy?" and I'll come over and I'll try and pat Hyro on the head.
There are a bunch of rice crackers lying around you could feed to the puppy too, because, yeah, Nene's like,
So, Bun Bun, does that increase your connection to me as well?
So it increases.
No,
your
so it's
connection-
going to increase your connection to him.
Okay. My admiration for you has gone up.
Correct. I have forced you to admire me more
Nice.
with my love.
You jackass.
All right. Well, all of this is going down in the courtyard. I'm going to slip away and see if I can find one of Kenshiro's parents, whichever one is at home, with the goal of using my power of old friend. Is either one of his parents home right now?
Give me a sec. Well, for real quick, oh, okay. I see what I was misreading. Cool. Yeah, his dad's home. His mom's still at work,
Okay.
but his father is home. His father thanks you for helping his son the previous night, and he says, don't let my wife know, but I always wanted a puppy when I was a kid.
I know.
Whoa! Bum, bum, bum.
All right.
Does he recognize me sulking in the background too?
No.
I'm also 150.
Well,
But I'm curious, Shiori, how did you meet him the first time?
I think that he is also an only child, and I met him not adopting a puppy, but in a similar moment of need where he was a lonely child alone after school, and I got in the habit of walking him home for a few weeks until he found other human friends to hang out with.
Oh, I dig it.
Yeah.
What dream to Sarah there?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. He looks at you a little curiously, like he almost remembers you, but then he thanks you again for helping his son out and for helping to bring this puppy into their family's life.
I say, it is my pleasure. Everybody needs a friend.
Not
Ain't
everybody.
that the truth?
And there is one thing I want to do at the end of the scene. So I just want to call that out now before we end it. But it'll happen
Does
in the
anyone
end.
else have anything they want to do?
Nah.
Well, if we have extra feeling, what can you do with feeling if you have? Is that just for establishing an initial rapport?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me connections. The strength of all your connections towards others except.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you are AO. This is one of those things that I've been kind of putting off because this game I would kill for just a couple more like just real simple tables of when you do this, like at the end of the game, this becomes this and this becomes this, as opposed to just paragraph prose. Because I'm trying, this is total up the strength of all your connections toward others except the one to the town. This is how many points of memories you get. Your connection to others. Yeah, okay, so I don't, like, essentially at the end of the game, at the end of this game, your feeling and wonder is just going to go away.
Yeah,
It's
no worries.
Zero. What will happen is you will total up the strength of all your connections towards others except the one to the town. You also aren't counting connections from others or threads, which we don't have yet. This is how many points of memories you will get for this story. You know what? If no one else, does anyone else have anything they explicitly want to do here?
No.
Sarah, what was that final thing you wanted to do?
It's two things. I would like to take Bun Bun with me and go find the local animal shelter and see if they are looking for volunteers and see if I can't get Boon Boon signed up.
Well, that sounds like it would be a further adventures thing, but I really love the concept. And second thing?
Cliffhanger, yes.
You said
what was that both of them?
What's the second thing? Oh, the second thing, I would like to use my Oracle ability where I can actually give people dreams. and I would like to. I have enough wonder that I can use it twice. And I would like to. There is a mechanical use to it, but I just want to use it for flavor.
Right.
And I would like to give Bun Bun a dream about, being surrounded by all these wonderful, not just Suki, but other puppies and kittens and other little bunny rabbits that all need his help and love and who all love him back.
I'll never be alone again.
Exactly. And just give him a dream that makes him very happy. And the other dream
that is lovely. Yeah, other dream.
And the other dream I'm going to give to Kenshiro's father and have him dream about being that lonely little boy and having the puppy come into his life and what it would have felt like to have a puppy when he was a lonely little boy. Just to really seal the deal on him keeping this puppy for his son.
No, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
And I'll give Sarah one dream for ending on like a boss.
Yes. I didn't get to use any magic the whole time.
You can have a dream from me as well.
Oh, thank you, dear.
All right. Well, so yeah, that's going to end our story. Thank you all very much. If you all would indulge me in doing the post game like this was going to be ongoing, so I can feel a little more confident in that.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get an idea for what to do with it. If you have any dream left over right now, you should spend them on increasing connections, because they are going to go away as well.
Okay, I'm gonna up my acceptance of Nene. Now, are we allowed to change, like the contents of
the descriptor?
Yeah.
Yes, that is something you can do that in between each scene. That is explicitly something you can do with your connections.
Okay, because I was hoping to be able to, and I feel like it is justified based on the events that took place. I'm going to change from, let's see, I'm going to change from acceptance to trust.
Nice.
With Nene.
Excellent. No, that is totally good.
I will spend my dream to increase my connection with Boon Boon.
Which is only 4. You only need 4.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, sure. I'm just a cheap connection.
I feel like we did connect.
I'm kidding.
I mean,
yes.
You invaded his dream space.
That's right.
Right.
This is why it's hard to connect with me. That
So
I don't talk about my feelings.
Telepathic assault.
Yeah. Sure, put it that way.
That's how I'm putting it.
All right. Rivals. Yes, so I'm going to take an extra level of protection of you.
Awesome.
Odin has 2 dreams. Can I get anything for that?
Well, a couple of dreams, a couple treats.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I'll make sure he gets those.
Yes.
All right.
Did you
One
have enough
bite of
to go up?
chicken
Okay.
for every dream.
What's that?
Mia, did you have enough to go up?
I only have 4 dreams at the
Well,
moment.
did you hear me get? I at one point I said I gave you one when you doubled in size. I don't know if you caught that or not.
No, I didn't then.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Yeah, I gave you one for that as well. So you actually.
okay, so that'll leave me with 1 if I spend. Okay.
Yeah, you want to spend.
I would like to bump up my level of trust in Hyro.
All right.
Or respect. I think it's respect on my side. Excuse me.
Okay. I show admiration from you. That's what I wrote down anyway.
Yeah, I've got these flipped. Hold on. Okay. I've got these backwards. But yeah, that's cool. Correct.
All right. Cool. I have more friends now.
All right, so once you all have spent, what you're going to do is you're going to total up the strength of all your connections towards others except the one to the town.
Okay.
So don't count your connection to the town. And you're going to take that total, and that's going to be your how many points of memories you get for this story.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
10.
Nice.
Oh, because you started with a bonus 3, didn't
I
you?
get the bonus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2 people bumped up, or I bumped up my connection with 2 of you along the way.
6.
Yeah,
Nice.
6.
And I'm at 9.
Nice.
All right. Then what you would do is once you've gotten down all your memories, you would go into change connections, except for the one you're going to change all your connections. This is worded really weird, but it's so basically you're going to take your connections and they're going to become threads, which is down at the bottom left of the character sheet.
Yeah.
There's that arrow in the middle of connections going down to threads, and basically you would write each of those your connections to something. Wait.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. Where was that?
Hold on. Let me real quick. Once you've written down your memories, it's time to change all of your connections except for the one to the town into threads. For threads, there are threads from you and threads to you. Write down your connections to you and connections from you on your Henge record sheet. The contents so you don't forget.
Just like
So I mean, it seems like you'd really just need to keep track of your connection to things.
yeah.
Otherwise, that's going to get really full real fast. And it is anyway, but basically you're recording your connections to other things, which then in further games what happens with threads is when a story ends, all the connections you created except for the one to the town, a thread is an unforgettable connection that endures through multiple stories, even if the other person doesn't appear in a given story. Regardless of how many you have, they don't directly influence the story. However, if you have an encounter with someone whom you have a thread in another story, if you have an encounter with someone whom you have a thread in another story, and you're able to interact with them again, you can turn the thread into a new connection with the same contents and write it down on your Henge record sheet, with its strength increased by 1 for each thread you have with them.
Ah.
So would this be for characters like Kenshiro who aren't part of the main group that we wouldn't see every time?
Yes.
We would just move him out of the connections box down to the notes box, so to speak. The threads box.
You'd move everyone down to threads.
Oh, okay.
And like if one of you wanted to play a different character, or if one of you weren't playing in the next game, if it was a little more like early D&D troop style, you'd still have a record of your connection to that character.
Right.
And if they came back, then you'd be able to reignite that connection and make it a little stronger.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a way to kind of just sort of bank those past connections. Because then I was looking at some of Sarah, you had the power for like the past connection.
Yes.
And the rabbit has something like that later, where you could use help me, where you run into someone who you've had a connection to in the past, and you can have them appear in the scene.
Oh, okay, that's
So-
the mechanic. All right.
Yeah, so I think that so
Sorry.
either players, but like assuming that the same four played again.
Yeah.
But I could have like Kenshiro show up, or have his puppy show up as a
Well,
wonderful.
or it's also, I mean, a lot like Steve was saying with Don't Rest Your Head. This game doesn't need the party to stay together as much. But
Yeah.
like you're all considered to be friends, but it's not. It in that way it doesn't have that very early tabletop RPG insistence on keeping everyone together.
Yeah.
So you all wouldn't necessarily be in the same scenes. If it was an ongoing game, there'd probably be more scene splitting between characters, people doing more of what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, that's. Thank you all very much for playing Golden Sky Stories with me.
Oh yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
everyone who was watching. I've honestly been wanting to get this and like play this for years. I feel like it is a real big breath of fresh air into a very particular hobby. And I know I've been pushing a lot of this stuff anyway, because I just like. I mean, I like my violence and I like my action, but you know, sometimes I want stuff that's a little more cuddly and a little more silly and a little more just kind of chill. And I really appreciate y'all playing this with me, so I could feel better about running it and playing it.
And
it was-
next week,
I had a lot of fun.
next week I'll run
What are we doing next
ultra violent version of Golden Sky Stories, where everyone is attacked by buffalo in the first scene. And that is not what's happening.
Zombie
You're gonna
necromancer
be running-
buffaloes. Ow.
What's that?
Wait, so are you going to be running Tales from Equestria?
No, that's not what's happening at all. It's much worse. We're doing Conan next week. And then, of course, on Friday, come check out our 5th edition stream. We are still on hiatus from our ongoing campaign there, but we have another one-shot this week. We should have 4 players for it, all in person, so that's going to be great. And
cool.
we will we'll see you guys then. Thanks
Awesome.
for watching, and
Yay.
thank you, Jason, for running this one, and to everyone else for playing it.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
Thanks for having. Yeah,
Thank
the
you all
character
very
creation's
much.
fun. I like character creation.
Yeah, it's really
Yes.
Matt, I'm sorry
Very-
you couldn't be here.
great. Matt, you're not kicked off the stream. No,
Just because you're spamming Steve with dogs
Mostly.
in the chat.
mostly that.
Mostly that.
All right.
All right.
All right, I'm hitting stop.
All right.